All right, I've never said this out loud. Not to my missus, not to my boy, not even over a pint. Name's not important, just call me, a dad from South London who proper messed up. It started 3 years ago in Croydon. My lad, Tyler, he's 16 now, was always on his Xbox, hardly any mates. One day after school, he brings home this kid from year 11. Jake, proper polite, yes sir, no sir. Said his mum works nights at the NHS, dad's always on site in Manchester. I felt for him, grew up in a flat myself. So I go, why don't you come round after school? Play FIFA, have dinner. My wife, Sarah, she's solid. Teaches primary in Brixton, sings in the church choir, she says, course, love. He's welcome. At first, it was sweet. Jake helped with the washing up. Called me, uncle, even fixed the Wi-Fi when it went down. I was chuffed. Look at us, I thought. Proper little family. But then, Sarah started dressing different. Heels on a Saturday, that red lipstick she only wore on date nights. I thought, niece, she's making effort. Then came the late nights. I'd wake up at 3 a.m., her side of the bed cold. I'd hear whispers from the spare room. Netflix, I told myself. Just Netflix. One night, I couldn't sleep. Went to the kitchen for tea, and saw them. Sarah and Jake, standing by the kettle, her hand on his chest. His eyes on her lips. I froze. My heart proper sank. I should have said something. Should have gone mad. But I didn't. I crept back to bed. Pretended I saw nothing. That was my first mistake. I kept inviting him. Come for roast on Sunday. Stay over, your mum's on night shift. Like I was pouring petrol on a fire I couldn't see. Looking back, I didn't just open my front door. I opened my marriage, my home, my sanity. He exhales. Rain gets louder. If you've ever ignored that gut punch, you'll get what's coming. They say the truth hides in plain sight. For me, it was in the kitchen. Sarah loved cooking. Sunday roast, shepherd's pie, proper British grub. Jake started helping every weekend. Let me mash the potatoes, Auntie Sarah. She'd laugh, touch his arm, say, you're growing up so fast. I'd be in the lounge with Tyler, watching Arsenal get battered, while in the kitchen, something else was heating up. One Saturday, I came home early from work, tube was down, walked from Brixton. House quiet, heard, giggling, from the kitchen. I tiptoed, peeked round the door, Sarah leaning over the counter. Dressing gown slipping, Jake behind her, hands on her hips, not moving, just, holding. She didn't push him away. She leaned back, into him. My stomach flipped. I wanted to kick off. But I didn't. I just stood there, like a mug. That night, I asked, you alright with Jake? She laughed. He's a good lad. You worry too much. Then kissed my cheek and went to bed. But I couldn't sleep. Started clocking things. How she'd text under the table during dinner. How Jake's eyes followed her when she bent over. How she'd blush when he said her Yorkshire puds were, pung. I told myself, he's 16. She's 39. It's nothing. But I knew, deep down. Then came the afternoons. I'd be at the office in Canary Wharf. Tyler at school. Jake started bunking off. Sarah would text. Doors on the latch. I took a sick day once. Parked round the corner in my Fiesta. Snuck back. Bedroom door cracked. Heard, sounds, moans. The bed creaking. Her voice. Yes, just like that. I didn't go in. I stood in the hallway. Listening. My wife. My home. And a boy I called family. I locked myself in the loo. And cried. Silent. Like a man drowning in his own flat. That was the day I stopped being a husband, and became a secret keeper. I thought a family trip would fix it. Center Parks in Suffolk. Log cabin. No signal. Just me, Sarah, Tyler, and Jake. I invited him. One last trip before you go uni. I was desperate to feel normal again. First night, Tyler crashed early. Sarah said, just checking Jake's got his inhaler. I waited. 30 minutes. An hour. Then I walked to his cabin. Door locked. But the walls, paper thin. I heard it all. The rhythm. The whispers. Her saying his name. I stood in the rain. Like a ghost. Next morning, Sarah was glowing. Jake was quiet. Tyler was buzzing about the pool. I smiled. Took selfies. Pretended. On the drive home, Sarah held my hand. Said, best holiday ever. I nodded. But inside, I was screaming. When we got back to Croydon, I started spying. Checking her phone when she was in the shower. Reading messages. Last night was unreal. Can't stop thinking about you. He hasn't a clue. She was right. I knew, but said nothing. Why? Fear, shame, maybe even addiction to the pain, to knowing, to watching. I became a detective in my own marriage. Hiding in the wardrobe, parking outside, listening at doors, and the worst, they got bolder. In our bed, in the shower, even in the car while I drove Tyler to footy. I was losing it, but I couldn't stop. One night, I came home early. Tube was packed, pissing down. I let myself in quiet. Heard music from our bedroom. Slow, sensual, door open a crack. I looked. Sarah, on our bed, with him, moving together. Her eyes closed, his hands on her. The duvet, our duvet, twisted around them. Something snapped. I went to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, walked back, hand shaking. I pictured it, bursting in, screaming, ending it, but I didn't. I dropped the knife, sat on the landing, and listened, until they finished, until she moaned his name, until he slipped out the back. Sarah came down later, humming, made tea, kissed my forehead. You look knackered, love. I wanted to grab her, shake her, scream, how could you? But I said, nothing. Weeks later, Jake went to uni in Leeds. Visits stopped, texts slowed, but the damage was done. Our marriage became a play. Smiles for Tyler, silence in bed. Sarah started posting anonymously online. Forums. I had a mad adventure, and got away clean. I found her posts, read every word, and cried. She never knew I knew. Still doesn't. That's the worst part. She thinks she's the only one with the secret. But I carry it too. Every day. Final part tomorrow. What I became. It's been 2 years. Jake's gone. Tyler's doing A-levels. Sarah, she's still my wife. Still makes tea. Still sings in choir. But we're strangers. Sharing a flat. Sharing a life. Sharing silence. I never told her. Never told Tyler. Never left. Why? Because I blame myself. I opened the door. I ignored the signs. I chose easy over truth. People ask, how do you live with it? I don't. I survive, one brew at a time. Sarah still posts sometimes. Anonymous. He never found out. She's proud, light, free. And me, I'm the shadow in my own story. If you're watching and you feel the twist in your gut, don't wait. Don't spy. Don't hide. Speak, even if it breaks everything. Because silence, it don't protect you. It poisons you. I lost my marriage the day I said, come be family. But I lost myself the day I said nothing. Thanks for listening. This is the end. Thank you to every single one of you who commented. I understand, who shared your own pain, who hit that bell so you didn't miss a part. You turned my darkest secret into a community. And that means the world. If this story moved you, even a little, do one thing for me. Right finger hit subscribe right now. Disclaimer. This is a real anonymous confession. All names, places, and details changed to keep everyone safe. No faces, no actors, just truth. If you're here for raw, weekly stories like this, hit subscribe and the bell now.